Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakah Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles and of the bishops of Great Millstone, who rule very well, very beautifully. Double salutations to the Akim out here pushing this gospel in truth and in sincerity to the best of their ability given to them by Yahweh Bahashem Shai. Peace, blessings, and salutations be unto the elect scattered abroad. May the election of Yahweh Bahashem Shai, Lord willing, fall upon your houses. Amen. So this lesson is ultimately going to be, basically centered around the fact that we deal with, demons, basically on a daily, man. So with that, I just want to jump into the scriptures, man. Let the words of the Lord Yahweh Shai do the talking. This is Acts chapter 14 and verse 22. It says, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must, through much tribulation, enter into the kingdom of the Most High, right? And part of that tribulation again is dealing with demons, man. Because you'll be sitting there, and just to give you an example, man. My car ultimately, basically it just wasn't starting right. Everything wasn't working the way it should. It would roughly start. So I'm thinking it's the spark plugs, right? So I know how to, I do basic maintenance on my own vehicle, so I wouldn't change the spark plugs, and then for some odd reason, all of a sudden the car won't start, So I'm like, what the heck, I need a car to go to work, to be able to do, what I need to do to take care of my family, And, by the grace and mercy of Yahweh Shem Shai, my mother-in-law ultimately had, another vehicle she wasn't using, so I used that one. Well, sure enough, about 2 months down the line of me using that, basically, save up money to figure out what's going on, with my, my car. The shock in my mother-in-law's car snaps and breaks, and I can't drive the car. And I'm talking about the shock itself actually snapped and broke. And I've never encountered that. And I went to, a mechanic, and they said that, shocks don't usually, break unless they're rusted. And we looked at the shock, and it's not rusted. So he's like sitting there flabbergasted, kind of like, what the heck, And the only thing I can think of is fucking Satan, man, Well, come to find out, hey, because the Most High says, he'll basically make a way for us to get out of those things, man. Make a way for us to escape. Matter of fact, let me grab that. Escape. I think it's in 1 Corinthians. Right here. This 1 Corinthians 10 and 13. It says, there hath no temptation taken you, such as is common to man. But the Most High is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that you are able, but with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it. Right. So the Most High has every time given me a transportation, right? Because right when this car broke down, my mother-in-law's car broke down, the one she basically allowed me to use. When that one broke down, what happened? I took the battery out of her car, put it in my other car, thinking that because the battery was dead, after it's sitting there for 2 months, let me see if I can get it, at least turn it on, and see, what's going on, As soon as I put the battery in, the car starts, man. So I'm like, what the hell? That had to be Satan, because I changed the spark plugs, I know how to change spark plugs, but the simple fact that this thing happens, hey, Satan will jump on these devices in the world, man, just like, I know a brother right now, he's dealing with, Satan, hopping on his bank account, because he went to go send, some money to another brother, and then what happened is and it was through Cash App, Cash App sent that money back. I made it to where that brother couldn't receive the money. He saw that the money was there, but he couldn't accept the money, and for some reason Cash App sent the money back, and now, Cash App's talking about how the money is ultimately going to be, back in your account 3 to 5 business days. This was 2 weeks ago, man. He still hasn't received that money, So the only explanation, because he's called Cash App, he's called the bank, tried to figure it out, and they have no explanation. The only explanation is Satan, man. And especially since this year is, the year of Yahweh Shem Shai turning up, you best believe that Satan's gonna be turning up as well. Because guess who his orders come from? Yahweh Shem Shai, man. So you best believe them, us being, on that straight and narrow path, it's going to get harder. It's going to get tougher. Even Apostle Paul dealt with demons, man. He dealt with Satan. He dealt with having to, go through that, Now let's grab that. It's, with 1 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 18. It says, wherefore we would have come unto you again. It's like 2 Thessalonians 2 and 18. Wherefore we would have come unto you, even I, Paul, once and again, but Satan hindered us. So Apostle Paul was dealing with demons, man. And it was by way of, many different things had happened, man. In his case, I don't necessarily exactly know how, but hey, sometimes, Satan will sit here and jump on your devices. Like I made a video earlier and I had to make it 3 times because the first one, it just didn't, it wasn't, as far as breaking the scriptures down, it wasn't wrong, but Satan will sit there and throw something in your mind, and you'll slip up. And you're like, damn, you know what I mean? I didn't mean to say that, so you delete it, because you want to put out the best video you can to serve Yahweh Shem Shai, man. You don't want to put out no mediocre video. I feel okay about it. Well, okay, well, how does Yahweh Shem Shai feel about it, man? You gotta be spot on with it, man. You can't play an instrument and mediocre and think you're gonna be part of the orchestra. No, the orchestra together is professional. So you gotta put out, that professional song, right? Because this word is likened unto a song. You gotta play that instrument perfectly, man. And if you're not gonna play that instrument perfectly, well, guess what? You're gonna be kicked out of the orchestra, man. So if you're gonna put out a video that's mediocre, then what does that say about you? So I don't want to put out no video that's mediocre. So I sit here and I'm like, you know what? Let me redo it. Then the next video I do, which felt even better. You know what I mean? It felt way better. The same video. You know what I mean? I just redid it. It just felt way better. You know what I mean? You get real hype. Damn, this video. It felt real good to do this video. Man, Lord Will is edifying this and the third. And then come to find out, on my screen recorder, Satan's talking about, there's no sound in the video, man. So just as Apostle Paul, just as our ancestors were dealing with demons, hey, we're dealing with demons too, man. And this is all part of the tribulation. This is all part of, us, being on this straight and narrow path, man. The straight and narrow path, you go into that word straight, it goes into a position of difficulty, man. So us being in this truth, us being in this gospel, hey, we're not gonna have it easy, man. Especially this being the year of Yahweh Shem Shai turning up. Hey, you best believe the demons are gonna be turning up too, and they're gonna go way harder. So we have to, go way harder for Yahweh Shem Shai, man. Because they're gonna come 144%. So we have to go 144%, man. I be, we that's the name of the game is being able to endure, man. To keep in that same, that same level of intensity towards Yahweh Shem Shai, man. Scriptures talk about, to show the same diligence, man. Which diligence goes into consistent and persistent work and careful work in the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, man. So this is what we have to do, man. And all we can do, man, is, and some brothers, different, I be saying Sawar Mamaya Hashatan, man, the brother Yawana ultimately, he put me on game, about that, man. He watched the video and he got edified, man. And, sometimes saying that Sawar Mamaya Hashatan, which is, when Yahweh Shai in Matthew's the 4th chapter, he said, get thee hence from thee Satan, hey, that works, man. That's Sawar Mamaya Hashatan, man. It works, man. I remember one time, man, Satan hopped on, just a little, little rant, man, just adding in a, example, man. I remember Satan, because I got one of them door keys for my room and shit like that, man. To get into my place, you know. And Satan hopped on the actual door to where it wouldn't open. The electronics wouldn't work, man. It kept acting like the thing was dead. Like my key wouldn't work. And and me and the brother Iwana, man, we're standing right there. We're like, Sawarma Maya Hashatan, man. Next thing you know, we slide the key and it works. So hey, it's all through faith, man. We believe, we believe in Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah. We believe, that by invoking the name of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah, invoking the Lashawan Kadash, man, that these things will work, man. Nonetheless, you pray to Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah, you do what you're supposed to do, continue in that which thou has been taught, and guess what, man? They'll have no power against you, man. So yeah, man, you gotta keep going, man. Because again, we're gonna go through these things, man. But you gotta understand that, the sufferings and the tribulation that we go through now, dealing with this stuff, is nothing to be compared to the glory which shall be worked in us, man. Let me grab that. Because all these things that we look at the sufferings, as building blocks, man. This Romans, the 8th chapter and the 18th verse, it says, "For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time," and that includes, dealing with these spiritual demons, man. Ultimately trying to hinder us from doing certain things, man. As long as we keep pressing forward and keep, being, and enduring, and not letting Satan win, then guess what, man? We'll ultimately overcome, man. Because that's how we're gonna overcome. It's by the Spirit and blood of Yahweh Shai, man. Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai. That's the only way we're gonna be able to overcome, man. It says, "For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us," man. Nothing to be compared to what we're going to receive in the kingdom, man. So if we got to go through this, dealing with demons and dealing with, demons hopping on other people and dealing with the people and so on and so forth, all these other things, well, guess what, man? We're more than willing to go through it, man. Because the more that we deal with, the more and the greater our reward will be, man. Lord will we be part of the elect, man. But this is what we got to go through, man. This is all part of the battle, man. Matter of fact, let me grab that. Second Esdras, the 7th chapter, and I think it's the 57th verse. It's right. Second Esdras 7 and 57. It says, "Then answered he me and said, This is the condition of the battle which man that is born upon the earth shall fight, that if he be overcome, he shall suffer as thou hast said." Right, man. If you suffer, because the scriptures tell you, Luke the 22nd chapter, man, that Satan desire to sift you as wheat, man, So if he wins, what's going to happen? You're going to end up going back into the world, and you're going to end up being destroyed, man, So that's what's going to happen. You're going to ultimately receive of that judgment, which is you perishing, man, But it says, but if he get the victory, he shall receive the thing that I say. Meaning what? Meaning the kingdom, man. So what do, man? We chuck it up. We sit there and bite our bottom lip, man. Take that L on the chin, man, and we pray to the Most High, man, that He give us strength. Pray to the Most High that He give us a way to escape, and we keep it pushing, man, because He always will give us a way to escape. We already read that 1 Corinthians the 10th chapter 13th verse, man. He will always give us a way to escape the trial, the test that is at hand, because all these things are trials and tests, man. Which again are ultimately, I see them as building blocks, man. Because when you're put through a trial, when you're put through a test, how you get through that test, it can ultimately build you or break you, man. And I'll be damned, which Lord willing, I don't want to write the Zah, it never happens, but I'll be damned if it don't build me up, man. These things are meant to build you up, man. These things are meant to ultimately get you stronger and build you up for the day that is coming, which is the hour of temptation, that final test, man. You know, we're like in school right now, man. You know, and you got those little pop quizzes, you know, you got the, you know, the midterms and this, that, and the third. And with that final test at the end of the year, you know, is that hour of temptation, man, for us, you know. And it's the hardest test in history, you know. And we have to pass that test, man. You know, so we have to prepare. We have to sit here and go through these little tests in order to, you know, to ace that final test, man. You know. But first and foremost, we need Yahweh Shemel Shai, man. So when we go through these little tests, man, we pray to the Most High to give us strength, man. Give us the spirit to endure. You know what I mean? Give us, give us that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding we need in order to pass these tests, man. You know, because none of these tests that we go through are meant to be easy, you know. They're meant for us to, you know, either fail and learn and grow, or to pass that test, which builds our faith, man. You know, nonetheless, all the way around it builds our faith, but it's still meant for us to grow, man. You know. So if you're going through tribulation right now, man, hey, just think about it. Hey, man, read the scriptures, man. You know. It says for our affliction, you know, 2 Corinthians 4th chapter, man. For our light affliction is but for a moment, man. So we're only going to go through these things for a moment, you know. You know. But which worketh in us a far more exceeding an eternal weight of glory, man. You know. So we go through these things for a reason, man. And that's to build us up, you know, to the kingdom. Build us up for the kingdom, man. You know. And so Lord will, man, we're part of the elect, man. We ain't going to have to go through this stuff too much longer, man. You know, that's all I really got, man. All praise to Yahweh Shemel Shabbat Shemel Kakadash, double honors to the other apostles of Great Millstone rule very well, man. Hey, keep your head up, man. Keep going hard. Keep the faith, man. Keep praying to Yahweh Shemel Shabbat, man. We're almost out of here, man. You know, Lord willing, this is the last year, man. You know, say shalom.